In May of 2017, I moved from Minnesota to Maui, sight unseen. Some people think this took a lot of courage. I tend to disagree. The only way I could have made this move is by being in flow. When you're in the flow, everything is easier, even the decision to move to an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And things tend to line up as if by magic. The thing is, I was guided to move here. I received signs and encouragement all the way along, letting me know I was on the right path. There is one particular big sign I received that was pivotal for me, because once I received that sign, I simply followed the flow and found myself living in paradise, literally. When the guidance came in for me to move to Maui, I was still uncertain. It was a big deal. I would literally have to sell my house, my car, and most of my possessions and move to a place that I had never even visited, in the middle of the Pacific Ocean where I didn't know anyone. Plus, I was moving away from my two boys who were grown up, but still, and my dad, family, and friends. There's me and my boys. That's a picture from when I came back to visit after I had moved to Maui. I had been searching online for a place to live, and all kinds of worries and fears crept in. It was hard for my brain to imagine that I could possibly find and afford a nice place to live on Maui. And then I began to doubt the guidance I had received about moving here. I realized that I needed more reassurance from my spiritual team. I needed a sign. I told my team that if I was truly meant to move to Maui, that they needed to give me a clear sign, something that would be ridiculously obvious to me and would confirm that it was part of my path to move to Maui. I asked that this sign be something that I could not ignore. And I got it. The very next day, as I drove into my driveway after running some errands, I noticed a package sitting by my front door. It was December 8th, 2016, and I had been receiving a lot of gifts in the mail as I was participating in a secret Santa sister gift exchange. The gifts were coming to me from friends of friends, many of whom who lived out of state, and none were people that I personally knew. Sometimes the secret Santa sender would put a little note in the package, but more often the gift would arrive anonymously. Such was the case with the package that I received that day. The package was a typical brown shipping box, and it felt light as I brought it into the house. I was excited to see what was in it, and I set the box on the kitchen counter and used a knife to slice through the tape that secured the box shut. I pulled up the flaps of the box. The sender had wrapped the gifts and placed them in the bottom of the box, and then used a couple small handled shopping bags to act as a cushion for the gifts. Anxious to see what the gift was, I quickly pulled out two paper gift bags. I opened the gifts and then absently looked at the gift bags. I was drawn to the color of the one that had been on the top, and it was a beautiful aqua blue, the color of the ocean and one of my favorite colors. As I took another look at the bag and read the store inscription on it, a big grin spread across my face, and I thanked my guides. They had sent me a sign that was so crystal clear, I couldn't ignore it. The inscription on the bag was Maui Divers Jewelry, and this is a picture of the actual bag. This sign was a physical thing, something I could hold in my hands that said Maui on it. You can't get much clearer than that. And every time I share this story, I still get the chills. And I've kept this bag for a reason, right? I keep it because it reminds me that anytime I am in doubt, I can ask for a sign. I can ask for help and it will be there. It's a constant reminder that my spiritual team has my back and that I'm always being supported and guided. And you know what? You are too. Miracles can happen for you too. 5 months after I received that sign, I moved to Maui. Here's me on the plane. This is an actual picture of me on the plane. And I also truly believe that the only way I could have made this move is by being in the flow. Oh, here's another beautiful picture of Maui, one of the beaches, one of my favorite beaches. It's gorgeous. Because when you're in the flow, everything is easier. Everything just lines up. And even the decisions that I had to make along the way, like selling my house and my car and figuring out where I was going to live, all of those things, they just lined up for me so easily and effortlessly because I was in flow. I'm truly blessed. Living on Maui for the past 5 years has been incredible. I literally feel like I'm living in a dream. If you are tired of the status quo, feeling stuck and second guessing yourself, and want to be able to make decisions with confidence and clarity and live your dream life, or even just get back in the flow, let's chat. Schedule a discovery call with me. We'll explore where you are, what you want, and what's keeping you stuck. And by the end of the call, we'll be able to determine if the Love Your Life program is a good fit for you and can help you live your dream life now. The discovery call is a free call. So why? Why am I doing this? I do this because I love giving back and helping women have more ease and flow in their lives. Essentially, I want you to love your life as much as I love mine. Plus, I know that you might need and want my help to transform your life. And if so, we discuss it and we'll see if the Love Your Life program is a good fit for both of us. If not, that's fine too, because either way, just doing the call with me is going to give you more insight and clarity about your life than you've had in a very, very long time. So here's what I want you to do. Click on the link below to schedule your discovery session. That link will take you to my calendar page. And on that page, you'll see all the available appointment times. Above the appointment times is a box. This is kind of important. And the box says choose your time zone. So simply click on the down arrow and choose your time zone. And then you'll see all of the open time slots in your local time zone. There's a couple questions for you to answer, which will help make the most of our time together. And then once you've answered those questions, simply click complete appointment. You'll receive a confirmation email as well as reminder emails. Space is limited because I'm only one person and I have just opened up some space for these appointments. So make sure to sign up now. This could be the conversation that changes your life. It definitely could be the call that changes and shifts things in some small way or big way for you, for sure. But you got to click that button and book it. And then, of course, you need to show up ready to look at your life.